Hello students, I hope you all are fine and taking good care of yourself. In today's session, we are going to take chapter 17th of class 7th science, that is electric current and its effect. Students, when you feel hot in summer, you switch on the fan and the fan starts moving instantaneously. A bulb lights up when you turn on the switch. Have you ever think that how it happens that a fan which is at the distance of about 8 to 10 feet from the switch start moving as you turn on the switch? Not only this, if you turn on the switch, any electrical appliance connected to it start working instantaneously. Similarly, if you turn off the switch, the lighted bulb switch off and the fan stops after some time. The part that makes the fan moves and light up the bulb is the electric charge, and it moves very fast. So the flow of electric charge is called electric current and the path through which it moves is called an electric circuit. So in this chapter we will study the various components of electric circuit and their effects of electric current in details. Students, you all are familiar with this tiny device that is very helpful for us. It is an electric cell that is a source of electric current to run a number of devices in everyday life like torch, TV, remote, electric clock, etc. And it has two terminals. One is positive and one is negative. Electric battery. Electric battery, when electric cells are used to run a number of devices in our daily life like TV, remote, torches, transistor, radio, they are in many appliances more than one cell is used, and a combination of two or more than two cells is called a battery. And in a battery, electric cells can be connected in series or in parallel system. For example, in this picture, the electric cells that are connected with each other, they are in series system. And in this kind of battery, the cell are connected in such a way that negative terminal of one cell is connected to the positive terminal of the next cell. And according to need, a number of cells can be connected in this way. Similarly, in many devices, the cells are not placed one after the other. For example, in a TV remote control, the two cells are placed side by side in a cell holder to make a battery. And in this case, the positive terminal of the cell is connected to the negative terminal of the cell. Positive terminal of the cell is connected to the negative terminal of the cell, which is connected to the metal strip in the cell holder of the TV remote. In this way, the cells are connected in series. Moreover, in order to help us place the cells correctly in the holder, the symbols plus and minus are printed on the two sides of the cell holder. And the batteries are used in buses, car, trucks, tractor, inverters, etc. They are also made by connecting cells. Students, the component of electric circuit such as cells, bulb and wire used in an electric circuit, they are called the element of an electric circuit. They are the element of an electric circuit. So to draw the electric circuit by making the actual diagram of the cell, battery, switch, bulb, etc. is a difficult job and it takes a lot of time. So the scientists have devised standard circuit symbols for electrical components which are easy to show and understand electrical connection in a simple way. And these symbols are universally accepted, which are often used to draw the circuit diagrams. And there is a chart which shows the symbols of various electrical components. For example, this is the symbol of the cell, battery, sleeping line represent the connecting wire, it is a symbol of the bulb or a lamp, electric switch, it is a key, ammeter, which represents only A. Ammeter is a device that is used to measure electric current in a wire or a conductor, and voltmeter is a device that is used to measure the voltage. And This zigzag line represent the resistance wire. Now, what is resistance? It is very important to understand. Students, you have generally seen that cars move with greater ease on a smooth road than on a bumpy road. Bumpy road means rough road that has many ups and downs, many ditches. This is because the bumpy road offers a great force of friction. Hence, the car moves slowly on a bumpy road. Similarly, material resists the flow of electric current that flows through them. And the property of material by virtue of which it opposes the flow of electric current through it is called resistance. Is called its resistance. And the lower the resistance, the greater is the current flowing through the conductor. Materials like metals have a low resistance, so they conduct electricity well, and they are called the good conductors of electricity, or simply conductors. Whereas the materials like wood, plastic, rubber and mica, they conduct almost no electricity and they are called poor conductors of electricity or insulator. They have very high resistance. Students, you have learned about the electric circuit. We know that the flow of electron is called electric circuit, is called electric current or simply electricity, and the electric current flows from positive terminal of the battery to the negative terminal of the battery. The path along which the electric current can flow is called an electric circuit, and an electric circuit has the following components: a source of electric current, cell or battery, a conducting wire, you can say that copper wire, and electrical appliances like bulb and a switch, which is known as a key. And the diagram which shows the arrangement of various electrical components in the electric circuit with the help of their symbol is called a circuit diagram. For example, these circuit diagrams represent the open and closed circuit. An open circuit, we know that it is an incomplete circuit which have some breakage, and a closed circuit is a complete and closed path through which electric current can flow. Effects of electric current. When electric current flows or electric current is passed through a conductor, then it can produces three effects: heating effect, magnetic effect and chemical effect. And in this class we will study about only heating effect and magnetic effect of electric current, and we will study the chemical effect of current in our higher classes. So let's discuss what is heating effect of electric current. Students, you have generally seen that we have just discussed about the resistance, and resistance can be compared with the force of friction. For example, when you rub your palm against each other, then what will happen? You will find out that your palm become warm due to the friction between the surface of your palm. Similarly, when an electric current passes through a high resistance wire, for example, insulator, the electrical energy is converted into heat energy, and this heat energy heats up the resistance wire. This is called the heating effect of electric current. And the production, you can also define it as the production of heat in a wire or a coil due to the flow of electric current is called the heating effect of electric current. And this is also known as the Joule heating effect of electric current, which is generally described by the James Prescott Joule, a famous scientist, found that the heat produced in a given wire depends on the strength of the current through the wire, nature of the material and the length and thickness of the wire, and the time for which the electric current flows through the given wire. This is an activity which shows the heating effect of the electric current, and we can understand the heating effect of electric current with the help of this activity in a better way. You have to take two iron nails, a thermocol sheet, copper wire of approximately 10 centimeter long, and a nichrome wire, an electric cell, and a switch. Now take two iron nail and fix them in such a way that fix them some distance apart on a thermocol sheet. Now take about 10 centimeter long piece of nichrome wire. Nichrome wire is generally used for making the heating filament of the heaters. Electric iron. This is a element. This is known as the element. And tie it between the two nails. And you can obtain the nichrome wire from an electric repair shop or a piece of discarded coil of an electric heater, because the filament of the electric heater is made up of nichrome. And make an electric circuit by connecting the two nails to the two terminal of the electric cell through a switch by using a copper wire. These are the copper wires. Now pass the electric current in the circuit by moving the switch to on position. This is a switch. After a few seconds, touch the nichrome wire. After a few seconds, when you touch the nichrome wire, just for a moment, you will find out that, or you will observe that the nichrome wire becomes hot. So we can conclude that the nichrome wire become hot because the electric current passing through it has heated up the nichrome wire, and the electrical energy get converted into heat energy, which heats up the nichrome wire. This is the heating effect of the electric current. So the rest of the topic will be discussed in our next video. There is a home assignment for you. Watch the video and find the answer of these questions. Thank you.